Hey village, welcome. Just sharing this. Hey, say hi, wave. Let me know that you're with me. Don't be shy. Make sure you guys share this video. I'm just adding a few people. Hey Lucinda, you always in the building. Thank you for always joining. I know you caught me today. That's good. I'm here today because last week I kind of missed, was dealing with stuff with my son, so I was with him and we had a mommy son date, so that was a perfect excuse to miss. We had so much fun. So it was a good excuse not to go live last week. I was spending a lot of time with my baby. I had to make some time for him. Y'all know I'm a busy mom, so it was pretty fun date. He was going through a lot, dealing with bullying in school. Thank you for joining. Make sure you guys like, share, say hi. Super awesome. Yeah, it was like my baby been going through a lot lately. He got suspended from school twice in 7 days from kids bullying him, and he finally defended himself, and he as the victim get punished. So needless to say, he's back in homeschool. Hey Coach Lawana, thank you for joining. Thank you all my kings and queens, because I know there'll be some guys here too. I don't want to leave you guys out, so y'all want to attack me saying I don't do nothing for the men. But thank you guys for joining me live today. As you can see, the title is, Who Are You? I'm going to get started. Thank you guys for sharing. I see you guys sharing it. Thank you so much. But basically, this topic came up because it's a simple question, but what I noticed, so many people can't answer when you ask them, who are they? They lead with titles, they lead with status. And it's so amazing how many people, hey Reese, it's so amazing how many people are lost and can't figure out who they truly are as a person, not as like characteristics and stuff like that. So I did want to talk about it because I posted it the other day as a question of the day, and the messages that I got in my inbox, like, that's a hard question. Like, I really don't know. That's their social mask. So many people hide behind social media. That's so true, Luana, because social media has made us pretend we lead with our representative, but it's a false representative most of the time. So people don't know how you really are because you don't even know how you really are. You just go by what's new, what's popular, what everybody else is doing, especially on social media. The trends. Your daughter was being bullied, and I told her, someone says you're mean, say, I think you're nice. If someone says you're ugly, yes, you have to train and tell your kids, like, do the opposite. But him, I told him, like, because I was tired of the boy bothering him. And Lucinda, what I told him, you protect yourself, and he finally did. We've been trying to get him to protect himself for years, so finally he built that confidence to protect himself. So I was kind of happy. I wasn't mad that he got in trouble or suspended because he stood up for himself, and it took a lot of courage for him to do that. But we have to motivate our kids, and we have to protect them. So I didn't feel like he was safe in school anymore because the school wasn't protecting him. So I decided to homeschool him again. So that's fun. More of my me time gone. But my village is behind me, and they're my they're my backbone. So my mom agreed, like, she'll take them on the weekend so I can actually get a break and a day off of being a mom, especially with being busy in my business. The school sure not doing anything. No, they just suspend them, and that's not a resource. That's not a solution. I even tried to school them. I offered to give free classes to help them. That's why next month is Speak Up, Speak Out month. And I'm doing an anti-bullying workshop for kids to help them learn how to protect themselves, and also give resources to the parents so that the parents can know signs that their kids are being bullied, because some kids don't even tell their parents. So I'm teaching the moms and the kids and the fathers what to look out for, because this is how school shootings happen. And I explained that to the school. Because you guys are not doing anything, this is why schools get shot up, because y'all wait till it's too late and the person is at their max and they feel like there's no other option but to retaliate in a big way, which is not good. But if they tackle it early and have that discussion, I'm like, have a sit down at least. They suffer in silence, yes. They lose their voice because they're ignored. And that's why I'm doing Speak Up, Speak Out, because I want them to get their voice back and tell somebody what's going on so that we can find a resolution to help our kids. It is scary. But back to who are you? So what I noticed, a lot of people got lost in the title of CEO, boss, mom, dad, brother, sister, and that don't define who you really are. So a lot of people don't understand, like, those titles, what are you without the titles? I could say, oh, I'm a coach, I'm this, I'm that, I have this degree, this certification, but that's not me. That's just what I do. That's just who I am for other people. That's a role that I play. So what I try to teach people is, like, get a better understanding of who you are. Dig deep. Hey, Tracy, thanks for joining. Just ask yourself, like, who am I without the title? And if you can't break down those simple things without living behind the mask, then there's some work that you need to do. You're a warrior and a healer. Yeah, and a lot of people are. But some people will say, like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm blessed and stuff like that. It's like, but that still don't define who you are. Those are just characteristics. Hey, Tamra, thanks for joining. But what I ask people, do you know what make you happy? Do you know your love language? I'm big on love languages. Like, I even tell my clients to go through finding out what their love language is. You can go to 5lovelanguages.com. You can even find out what your kid love language is, because that's important. That's a form of communication to me. You don't have to speak to anyone. They know you. They know what you like without even, hey sis, without even talking to you. My son speaks to my love language. He knows mine is affirmation and quality time. 20 times a day, he's, Mom, you're the best mom ever. Mom, I love you. Giving me hugs and stuff. His love language is like physical touch. That's my opposite. And his is gifts. That's my opposite as well. But I know how to feed into his love language where he feel love and feel accepted. And he's like, you know me so well. He always say that. Oh my gosh, Mom, you know me so well. I'll just buy him like a simple gift to reward him for just doing good and just being him. And he shoot me with the affirmations. So we speak to each other love language without even really doing anything. So I feel that's important for you to understand and know your love language and be able to let people know what you want, what your desires, stuff like that is. I ask people, do you know how to relax? A lot of people don't even know how to relax their own body. They don't know what calms them. So it's like you don't even know how, if something was to happen, how to calm. Like me, being outdoors in the nature is my place of peace. I love going for a walk. Anything by the water, I can hear a waterfall, anything like that. I love. That puts me in the whole, my safe place. Reading calms me, meditation, journaling. A lot of people don't even know where's that go to be in that happy place. That's important to know, because someone pissed you off, you need to know. So you want to explode, go to your happy place. Also, I ask people the simple question is, do you have any hobbies? A lot of people, like a lot of parents that I work with, they get lost in the title of being a mom or a dad. They don't even remember what they used to do before they had a kid. Like me, I love to dance. I love music. I played an instrument. I was in band, marching band, jazz band. I was in choir, performing arts. That was my thing. Sewing, making clothes. I have 4 sewing machines. You know, they were put up for so many years, and I forgot, like, oh yeah, I used to sew for fun and read. I have a ton of books. So what I did, it was about a year and a half ago when I was stuck in this position, and I realized When I sent my son away to Florida to be with his dad for a whole month in December of 2017, I was lost because my whole life plan, schedule, everything was around his, because he was homeschooled at the time. So when he was gone for 30 days, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Because I forgot what did I used to do before becoming a mom. So I had to rechannel those things, my hobbies. I started coloring again and doing crossword puzzles. I love crossword puzzles. I started sewing. I dusted off all my sewing machines, took out patterns, fabric. I have tons of storage bins full of those things. So I had to go back to what made me happy and had me in a happy place before I had a kid. I started dating myself again, going out to lunch, taking myself to breakfast, just having that fun. And I was able to feel a totally different me. And it gave me time while he was gone to marry that mom with Monique. So I was able to marry those two and find a common balance, to have that work-life balance, to be able to be both people and not have any guilt or shame, like, oh, I want to spend time. I said, no, this is my me time. Don't bother me. But my me time became our time, because he's like, Mom, I want to learn how to sew. So we were able to share my hobby. He likes to draw, paint, stuff like that. He likes to color. That's something we can do together. So you never know, like, once you find out who you are again and go back to what you like, what made you happy, your hobbies, you can share that with your kids. And then you won't have that guilt, because you can do it together and then make it fun. Me, I'm one of those people, everything is a game, fun. My son loved, like, we do a lot of different activities, but I learned that I could still be me and be a mom at the same time and have a common, even balance. Hey, Marcella, thank you. Don't forget to share and like the video, you guys. You can't, if you don't know who you are, you can't pursue any type of relationship, because if you don't know who you are, how could you tell someone else how to treat you or what you want? You have to know who you are first. So it's very important for you to dig deep in finding out who you are, so that you can be able to build those genuine relationships with people and not become codependent, because a lot of people don't know who they are and they just become who they think the person wants them to be. And we have a lot of people out there that's like that, and they become codependent. Then when they're broken up or don't have that person, they're lost. They go into depression. So it's really important to find some hobbies, find out who you are, what you like, and work on you. It's not selfish to work on you. And I always ask people, when did you lose touch with yourself? Because some people don't even know when it happened. It just happens. Some people, it's when they have a kid or during pregnancy. Yes, I'm in my season of digging deep. Yes, we putting in the work. We're putting in the work, and I'll be holding you accountable too. And a lot of people just don't notice when they lost their self, when they gave up on them, when they lost their voice. So me, Monique, speak out loud every day, but so does their mom too, and the coach. So I just have to have a balance, a good balance. And a lot of times what I notice, something that's common with my clients, you develop resentment for your kids because of the simple fact you lost who you are, you gave up who you are. You start to resent them, and it becomes really stressful. And it shows up in your household. The strain you have, you're angry, you're pissed off, especially if you're a single parent. Then you start blaming everybody else. But you gave up on you, not them, because you wanted to give up on you to sacrifice for your kids. But you don't have to sacrifice everything, because if you're not good, how could you be good for anybody else? Hey, Natrell, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Lenore. But that's why it's important for you to, thank you for tuning in. It's important for you to basically know who you are, so that you won't have that resentment for towards other people, towards your kids, because it will strain the relationship, and it will show up. You will manifest that negative energy, and you'll be angry at them. They won't know why. And I don't think you should tell your kids that you're mad because you gave up everything for them. Because some parents do tell their kids, and then that lowers their kids' self-esteem. They make them feel like neglected, like they're never were wanted in the beginning. You gave up on you, not them. Exactly. But it's very important. That's why I created my icebreaker cards for parents to get to know their kids and kids to get to know their parents. And the testimonies that I get from it, parents are like, oh my gosh, I haven't thought about what I wanted to be when I grew up because I gave that up when I had my kids. And it's not too late. Just like some people give up school. I had my son my junior year of college. It took a lot longer to finish, but instead of going on campus, all I did was transfer online. I wasn't going to give up on my dream of having a degree and going to college. Then I went to grad school. So it's like I kept going. I started businesses. Having a kid didn't stop me from still accomplishing those goals that I always dreamed of having, because I didn't want to resent my kid for not accomplishing those different things. I incorporate him in it. He loves fashion, so we do stuff together with fashion and styling. I let him express himself through fashion, and that's one thing we have together. That's a hobby. Computer, YouTube. He won his own YouTube channel. He seen me doing what I love to do. Now he wants to be an entrepreneur. He's like, Mom, I want to create something. I want to have my own website. It was motivation for me. Going for my dream was motivation for him to step his up. So it's like, I always encourage you to get back to who you are and be that motivation and that model for your kids. Because when they see you happy, they're going to want that for you. They're going to be on your team. They're going to be your biggest cheerleaders. My son promotes my business like no other. He would have his shirt on. He'll tell people, like when he was in school, he'll tell his teacher, oh, my mom can help you. My mom can help with those kids that's being bad. That's what she do. She's a parent coach. You should call my mom. He give out cards. He's like my biggest cheerleader, and I think it's so cute. But he's so amazing. He loves what I do, and he promotes it. And he's like, I want to have my own kids group because I know kids' problems. So I incorporate him in my business. It became a family business. Also, so a lot of people want to love themselves again, but they don't know how. Search for that. That's something worth searching for. Searching for what makes you happy, and then you'll be able to teach people how to love you when you love yourself. A lot of people, your whole day is surrounded around scheduling for your kids. Schedule you into your schedule. That is very, very important. Even if it's just 30 minutes, if it's just silence, you just want to sit there and do absolutely nothing for 30 minutes, do that. It's only 30 minutes. You can educate your kids and let them know, Mommy just need a minute. Can I just step to the side or go in my room? Don't interrupt me. Don't come knock on the door. Even if you want to just use the bathroom by yourself, because everybody knows that's a mom. You cannot use the bathroom in peace. But just have that conversation with your kid. Don't yell at them and say, leave me alone. I just want my time. No. Just let them make sure they understand so they won't feel that sense of neglect. But just say, you have your quiet time. I have my quiet time. Or make it fun. Make it a game. Do hide and seek. And don't go seek for them. And just have your little quiet time. Get a yoga ball. Like I did that with my son. He like playing on the yoga ball or the yoga mat, and we just like act like we're meditating, and that's just our quiet time, because it's like you got to be real quiet for to meditate so that you can hear your breathing and stuff like that. I do stuff like that just so that I can get my peace and quiet, and we're gonna have quiet time for a second. Just make sure you take time out for yourself. Time management is very, very important. Sometimes you do have to coordinate. Like me, everything is on a schedule. I have everybody, all my clients, my son, his activities, our appointments, everything is on a schedule. And then I look at my schedule and see, okay, between this time and this time, I can take a nap. So I'll set an alarm to remind me, you can go take a nap between this time and this time. Like, it's serious. I have to get my nap in. Hey, Monique. That seems so weird, calling you Monique. But if any of these sound like you can go ahead and reach out to me. Right now, I do have my I Am My Sister's Keeper program going right now. This is the last time I'm running it this year because I have other programs. Hey, cousin. I have other programs that I'm doing. So in my I Am My Sister's Keeper, it's a 4-week program for those moms who lost themselves in the title of being a mom. I help them get back that sight of who they are, figure out who they are, get back to them, marry who they are with that mom role, time management, and find a healthy work-life balance. And you would leave that program knowing who you are, knowing how to manage time, being able to set boundaries without the guilt. That's the key thing. You will be able to love yourself again and identify what your purpose and your hobbies are. But if you're interested in that program, running it for another few weeks, but after March, I will no longer be running that program. It won't go until next year. I only do it once a year. But you can go ahead and message me, or you can comment below so I can know and I'll reach out to you. But you can message me in my inbox and I'll give you the details. We can set up a breakthrough call so I can see if it's a good fit for you. Thanks for tuning in. But that's pretty much what I have for you guys. I want you guys to focus on getting back to you, who you are. Don't lose your voice. Don't lose your sight of who you are. You are more than just a title. You're more than just characteristics and features. You're more than just degrees and certificates and stuff like that. Don't be talking about my glasses. But that's all I got for you guys today. I have a coaching session coming up next, but I did want to jump in because I know I missed last week. But thank you for sharing and liking and commenting on the video and participating. I do really appreciate that from you guys. You guys have been so amazing. My numbers has been going up this year. It's been amazing. And thank you for your support. And if you have any topics, what the heck? If you have any topics or subjects, scenarios, examples that you want me to go live about, please send those topics through the messenger and I will go live about them. I have a million topics that I have in mind, but I would love to know what you guys want to hear as well. But thank you guys for tuning in, my kings and queens, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good day. Bye.